Hello, everybody. Welcome to Open Talk. Tonight we have Paula, Tiffany, Styles, and your girl Kels, and we will be discussing Black business owners. We're going to be talking about the good, the bad, our experiences, what we've seen, what we heard, all of it. So I will be kicking off this topic, and I'll give you my take on it. My experience with Black business owners have been all across the board. Like, I've seen some companies that I'm amazed by. I look at their sales pitches, their blueprints, how they treat their customers, and it's just like, it's motivation. Like, hey, I want to start this business and that business, and it gives me like a sense of pride because I see them and they are like excelling. And then on the other hand, I see other business owners who are unprofessional. Like, they just take it like, okay, well, this is my store and I don't have to serve nobody, or I don't have, which you do have that right, but it comes a point when you have to learn how to speak to your customers, because at the end of the day, they're buying your product, and word of mouth goes a long way. So if you are not talking to your customers in a proper manner, word will spread around that, hey, this is not the business that you need to be shopping with and spending your money with. Like, I've seen, I'm just going to put it, as an example, I've seen hairstylists, and hairstylists will say, oh, my prices shouldn't fit your budget. Like, who talks like that as a professional? You might think that in your head, but that's not something that you should be pushing out towards your consumers of your business. Your pockets shouldn't match my budget. Like, are you kidding me? No, just say, oh, we're working on something in the future that can be more budget friendly or something. It's the way that you word your things and how you talk to people. Plus, I've seen, I'll talk about with the prices. Some people are coming out with Gucci and Fendi prices, and y'all have Equate from Walmart products. I'm just saying. Or AliExpress products. Let's be real. But I mean, I'm not trying to say, oh, you shouldn't be putting a budget on there that is not reflective of the time that you spent in. But I mean, if I have a pen and this pen is like, I can buy this pen anywhere for $10, you know what I'm saying? And then here you come with $1,000 pen, it's the same product, and then you get mad because, oh, y'all's not supporting Black businesses and da 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 da. Your thing is $1,000, like, you're overdoing it. Like, you can bring down your prices so it's reasonable for people to even purchase your product, and that way, you'll have a lot more customers, and then not turn around and say, oh, y'all don't have $1,000, you need to get your money up. Y'all need, like, that's not a good feeling as a customer. So I mean, that's a little bit how I feel about it. That's just my opinion. I'm just saying, if you want to put out those prices, that's you. Good for you. But I just think that the level of respect, decency or respect, that they have for other people or their clients is like non-existent. But that's my take. So next we have Paula. Paula, how do you feel about this?
Oh my Kels, you just took it. That was it for me. I can just say amen. I can just stop at amen, because I tell you, I love to support a person who's trying. Always, I admire that you're trying. You can get my money because you're trying. I like see people progress and try. So I always try to support when I see that happen. But I hate to know you're taking advantage or taking a step, and as you say, they'll double, triple the prices. I would say I've had the same on and off bad and good experience. I too have dabbled in a little, we call it business to say, and I always tell them, I do a little here now and then and so on. I said, what is your price? Poor people price. Sometimes I don't set a price. What you can give, because I do it for the love of it. I like to see you look good, so I try to make you feel good. My motto, I don't do hot people because I be fussy and too much. So for me, it's always poor people price. If you say I got 40 and I normally charge 60, I'll take your 40, but then don't take the step up now. Don't use me. I don't like or take advantage of me. I don't like that. That's when our relationship can go haywire, you know?
Right.
Now, I went to a little function the other day, and I said I'm supporting the black people. I thought it was going to be a cultural thing, and I was all excited and pumped up. I was charged double, and then I was in this place, and I was hot and burning up and uncomfortable. And then they said, if you go outside to get some fresh air,
Come back in.
some corona-free air, $20 to come back in.
What?
I just turned to the lady and said, shame on you. Shame on you. I was so disappointed. So disappointment. After I spent $25 for the ice, because that wasn't drinks. $25 for the little cup of ice. $40 to go in. And then I paid for the little girl that was with me because I was trying to show her the tour of Florida, you know, being hostess. And they still was telling me $20 to go outside to come back. Shame, shame, shame. That was what I call it. Price sculpting or price sculpting. That's
Price
what I call it.
gouging.
Spice Girl. I knew that was what I was. She didn't say a word, no defense, nothing, because she knew she was wrong. I said, you're wrong for that. You're wrong for that. And never again. You understand? This is what I don't like. Don't take the step. I even went far. I said, I know the other color man would never do that to us. Never. Shame. So, there's good and bad. Just don't overdo it. And that's my take on the matter.
Styles. What's your view on that one?
Yeah. So, like everybody else, I had, good and bad experience. Like Paula, I do not mind supporting anybody, especially black businesses. I am all for it. What? You start something? Trust me. If I have money and I can afford it, I will support you. But as what Paula said, do not take advantage of the situation. Not because me out here trying to support you mean that say, you must hike up the price them and all of that stuff. Like, okay. I was trying to support somebody and the product that they sold me, right? Okay, let's just say that I paid $15 for it, right? I think personally it should have been worth like $5 because yes, I bought the thing, right? I won't even say what it is. I bought the thing, right? And for $15, you thought that you would get a good size item. You understand? For $15, I don't even think the thing could have take care of my big toe, much less, Yeah, I don't even think it could have even just share enough for the big toe. So it's like say, if you're going to sell something and you want people to support you, make sure that whatever your price is, your product is matching the same thing. You understand? And then first of all, like some people, like when them start out, they want to come out with, like I said, big prices, like said your Gucci and all these stuff. Remember, said Gucci started somewhere, and I'm sure Gucci prices was never them price there. When them started out, in probably did, regular budget like Walmart and something there. So the thing is that, say you have to grow. Nothing wrong with going to that price, There's nothing wrong with going to that price. But when you're starting out, just, kind of like just take baby steps and try, feel out how people are and them kind of something there. So I was talking to another person about it and they were saying, but you have to remember that they put them time, them effort, they buy the products and all of that stuff. And yes, I get all of that. Yes, you buy all of your products and all of that stuff to make it, and it costs a lot for you to make it. But just remember that the people out there do have a choice to support you or not to support you. So you also have to take that into consideration when you're kind of like, setting the prices and them kind of something there. So my thing would just be like, depending on what you're selling, just make sure say the price is kind of matched towards it. And if say if you want to hike up the price later when business kind of, picking up, then that's fine. But you can't just start out just boom. So you get what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's just, yeah.
That sounds like a thing because, like, you go to a Jamaican restaurant, right? And you order a large, okay? And somehow they spread out a small inside the large container because you get like a leg and maybe a piece of thigh, okay? And like enough rice to cover the bottom. and they charge you what, $15 for oxtail. I don't eat oxtail, but they charge you 15 whatever dollars, and you pick up the plate, and I swear it's like you pick up the bag and the bag is like this, whoof, like there's nothing in there. So you're thinking, wait a minute, where's the $15? And then you charging me extra $2 for gravy.
Exactly.
You know, you ain't even putting no pieces of meat in the gravy. You feel me?
But like that, the small is not even that far from the large.
You know, it's like what's the difference?
The price them just nah. Just
It's like, I could cook, but I don't want to cook, and I'm trying to, patronage is the word.
Yes.
Something like that, whatever. Your restaurant, and I'm trying to make, I'm trying to help you out and help myself out as well. I don't want to be paying 15, 20. I leave out of there. I done spent $20 for something that I could have went to, one of those fast food places and got like triple the amount of food. And I understand, yeah, it's cooked food and this and that or whatever, but y'all not even like putting the amount of food in there for the value of the value that you're charging. But anyway, Miss Tiffany, as one business owner to another business owner, okay, come on with it, darling. You have to let us know your experiences, or how you feel about the whole situation with Black business owners.
So I cannot recall a personal experience at the moment that I've had, but I've seen and I've heard of how Black business owners, they treat their customers. Because one thing, many of them, I'm not going to say many of them, but some of them, they don't have any customer service skills. So that is where a whole heap of disparities happen there, because they don't know how to treat their customers. And as I said, they purchase, very, very cheap items, and then you're just going to put a name on it, a tag on it, and then sell it for how much money, which it is not worth it. Yes, you have to factor in your time, the amount of money that you spend, and everything, like all of the research that you've done. You have to factor all of that. But you still have to make sure that you are not overcharging the persons, because at the end of the day, you're trying to bring in customers. So be careful how you charge your customers. Be careful how you treat them. Don't overcharge them, because the climate that we're in now, it is such a good thing to have, Black businesses and for us to support them. But they make it so hard for us to want to support them, because they have very premium prices for very, low quality items.
Exactly.
So they have to be careful. They have to be mindful. Some of them probably not even really. They're not that business savvy, so they probably don't understand the business market. So I guess some of them probably need some kind of education just to, just to be a bit wiser. Some of them, yes, some of them are scammers, but I can say that the Black business movement is, I support it, because me as a business owner just starting out, I support it, and because there's so much with Black businesses, because it creates job for people. So that's one thing that you have to think about. It creates jobs for people. The whole Black Lives Matter and everything, I don't want to get into that, but support your people, because we're supporting, and again, look at it, we're supporting McDonald's and all of those places, but we're not supporting we're not supporting our businesses. Support our businesses so that we can build our community, so that we can match up to these these billionaires and millionaires. So it is a great movement, but we just have a lot to learn. And we as consumers, we really need to understand where the business person is coming from, and the business persons, we need to understand where the customer is coming from. So I think it is a 50-50. We need to know, you need to know your market. You need to know who you're providing the items for. So it is a great movement, but we just have a whole heap and just minor things that we need to work on, because again, I don't want to get too much into anything, but you have some business owners, they start out really, really well, great customer service, but after they reach to a certain point where they start, making money, my grandmother would then say, yeah, then get cockatoo now, so they don't really care about the products that they don't care about the products that they are selling to their consumers. Customer service gone again right there, and just because they know that they have, you know, they have, what you don't call it now, they have that market and they have that niche and people will buy. They don't really care about what they're putting out there. So
Right.
that's another thing that we need to, we need to address as Black people.
Right.
Yeah.
But I have a
I
question.
agree.
I was even trying to think, like, how do you guys think that we can eventually
Mhm.
come together and really, like, just support one another? Like, because when this whole Black Lives Matter thing happened, I'm like, why don't we start our own thing and just
Right,
support
exactly.
people out? But if everybody's not doing it,
Be-
it's not going to work.
Exactly, because I said the same thing, because to me there has to be some kind of division where, because these people, they don't want to match, they don't want us to match up to them. But you see, we as Black people, we have we are like our we're many consumers, and you see, if we take away that buying power from them and start to put it into Black businesses, then we can match up to those people. But you see, there is so much in the Black community that people need to address, because we fight against each other too much.
Yep.
We are our own demise. So
Yep.
there has to be something, somebody need to go out there and, educate people. Start telling them, maybe because they lack education, they don't understand certain things, they don't understand how finances work. Because if we continue to support these companies, where first of all we get rich, who we start support? We start by the Gucci, we start by the Ben,
Exactly.
we buy all that out. And guess who are we supporting? We're supporting persons who don't even care about us. Why not start our own businesses, and we can support our own business and build our own communities?
Exactly. And let me tell you, sorry, one thing. I always say this, and I don't care who can vex, because I
Yeah.
say it, I'm standing by it. When I go to Jamaica, I'm not buying from the Chinaman. I don't care.
Exactly.
I will walk or I will drive wherever I have to drive, and I'm going to the market or I'm going to a little shop on the road, and I'm going to buy from a fellow Jamaican. I'm not going to go change no money and no Chinaman.
We're not doing that.
I'm not doing it. And I keep telling people, we as Jamaicans, I understand. I understand that, okay, the Chinese them selling it for cheap. I understand not everybody have the money. I understand that. But if the people them that have the money collectively just come together and just decide to support the Jamaicans them, we need to take back Jamaica, because we own nothing. We own
Nothing.
nothing.
And can I say
It's very
something?
embarrassing.
Exactly. Right. Because even with that, even though we have the Chinese in Jamaica and they are supporting the Chinese are not putting back that money into our economy. They're sending it back to their home countries. And when they're done milking Jamaica, all of them migrate. They not even go back to their home country. They go to Canada.
But not even that. They're not employing a lot of Jamaicans. What they do, they send for their family
Their family, exactly.
and keep the job them. So it's not like say, yo, okay, we give the China them business and them hire the Jamaican them to make it work. No. They must send for them family members, and them family come over here, come work. Then they must say that the profit they out of Jamaica, the profit is not even generating its revenue or whatever in Jamaica. That's ridiculous. I will not support anything that's not
not going
Jamaican in Jamaica. I'm not doing it unless I did, and I don't know that is not a
Unknowingly,
Jamaican,
right.
that's different. But if I willingly know that is not Jamaican, I'm supporting. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Period. I'm not doing it.
But it's the government who has to do something about that, right?
Mhm.
Make sure it goes back into the
Into the
country.
country.
I was I was in another country, another island, working on a work permit, and what one part of the work permit said, if a person of this here nationality comes and need that job that you're holding, you have the right, or you have to hereby resign and give it to them. So they are always looking out for the people, and I love that, and I
Exactly,
agree to
they're
that.
looking out
No
for
problem.
their people.
So you see
So,
what I'm saying? Okay.
yeah,
So it's only we want.
but we can't even blame the Chinese either because we still have to blame. We still there's a lot of blame on our black business owners. If we're going to take it to Jamaica, there's a lot of because them same one, they start the businesses just as I said before, and then after after making a name for themselves, they start treat people like trash. They hike up them price, and the Chinese have it so much cheaper. And you have to
Yeah.
remember that the way how it is in Jamaica, jobs are hard to find. The opportunities are not there. So if you are going to gravitate to the much cheaper places just because you can't do any better. Some of them they really don't want to buy from them, but just because they're not able to
Right.
support their fellow business owners. And the
Yeah.
business owners them, even though they always set the prices them so high, they're not able to compete with the Chinese people.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to look at that. And you see, if you move it back even here to the US, if you notice, hairstylists and nail technicians, you can go to some hairstylists and you want to get braids. If you want to get braids, you have to go there with your hair already washed and blow dried. That's not good business. And
Because
if you
those are
and
those
if you
are
go, you have to make because I get where they're coming from because some people look down on nail techs and hairstylists because they think that those jobs are the menial jobs. They're not. They are still whatever the word is. But
Yeah.
they're essential beauty essential people. So whatever. Um I know that because my cousin, she's a hairstylist. One of the arguments I always hear from her is that people don't respect her time. So always set appointment. People don't want to set appointment; they just want to come whenever. So I understand when you have to set your appointment, and some of them, some hairstylists, you have to set the appointment and you have to make a deposit. I get that, but when you're going to be rude to your customers, or yet if the person comes with the hair not washed, this is a problem. You turn them out and then don't get back their deposits. The
Right.
deposits are non-refundable.
this is the thing. They have placed in where they'll say you have to have your hair washed, pressed, all this, whatever, or there's an extra fee for this, that, and the third, right? And I was thinking to myself, well, if you're gonna charge them an extra fee just to wash and all their hair and stuff, when you were first setting out your prices, you should have just factored that into your price and not even had to
Exactly.
be discussing it with anybody about they wash their hair or they don't wash their hair. You know what I'm saying? Because me as a customer, I'm going into a beautician. You're not just going there to style my hair. I'm going for maintenance, treatment,
exactly.
not just to have my hair braided. I'm going for the whole experience. You need to be washing my hair, blow dry it. If you don't, if
Not to cut you off, Kel, but there's hairstylist, hairdresser, and so maybe
but
there's
this
a
is
difference in that. So
nobody wants to
if you said
be.
beautician and
That's
she
what
don't
I'm
want to
saying.
wash and all that,
Nobody wants
they
to be a
need to change the
beautician
title.
anymore.
They
Nobody
need to
wants
You
to
change
be
have
a
the
to
beautician
title.
respect them,
anymore.
but
Because
they
I
still
tell
have
them
to
I'm
respect
not
their
no
customers.
stylist, I'm hairdresser. I'm old school, so
You're
I
a
will wash.
beautician. That's what.
I'm back in the day.
That's
No,
what I'm
I put
saying.
hairdresser, cosmetologist on my little title because I would go old school, like wash the whole world. So maybe they just say, I would have never go to them places that about they can't wash. And if you mention
Right.
curler to some people, they don't know what it is.
But
Because
let
I
me tell
guess
you,
it's too vintage.
wait there, because Tiffany said that her cousin is a beautician. I am quite sure that when you went to school, them teach you how to wash people ear.
Wash, as I'm telling you. So I'm old school. I don't want. I still get Jerry curl.
Why
Jerry
do
curl out the style.
no, no, why am I
So
washing
you
hair?
don't want in a salon with them don't do that.
Because
No, but
people, they
that's what
don't.
I pay you for. That's what I pay you for. I don't pay you
Can you
to watch. I don't pay
Yeah,
you for
exactly.
people to come
you ever
here.
get your ear washed and you feel like you told them a curl up boy sweet and someone digging in your head good nicely? Or the
Yeah,
best part
because they're
that
professional, they know how to do these things. So, but you know
that's
what?
the
And
best
Okay,
part.
because no,
another
because
thing, because
it,
what I have heard her say is that you see some of those people that have those demands, they have never been to beauty school before. So
Maybe
they're
that.
just self-taught people who,
self-taught
just
people.
get a following and just got popular. They have a talent, they have a natural talent. So they
Right.
don't have like that entrepreneurial and the education behind it.
But they're
So
still gonna
that's why
charge
I
you
always
for
think
it.
that everything
So
that
just
you're doing,
add
you
it
need
into
some
your
kind of
service.
education.
They're gonna charge you for it regardless.
They,
So add
they,
it
they,
into your
they
service.
probably don't
That
know
shouldn't
how to
even
do
be.
it. They probably don't
But
know
they
how to do
don't have
that.
any professionalism.
That exactly. That is exactly it. There is no professionalism when it comes to a lot of these black stylists, business owners, whatever. They're lacking it in a
Yeah.
big way because you're going for the experience, you're paying your money for it, whatever. That should be something that they already factored in. Hey, let me get, a cousin of mine or whoever, they can do shampoos. I'll pay them $15 an hour for them to do
Yeah,
shampoos, and that's
shampoo
all they do
girl.
is shampoos.
Yeah.
Another person could just do braids. Like, you have to have steps to it. You can't get mad because somebody's oh, your hair is dirty and then you're above them or they're beneath you or something. Oh, I'm not this and I'm not that. Like, there's too much demands that they have and not enough actual customer service that they're actually giving
Exactly.
out.
Yeah.
Like, everybody wants to live this big flashy lifestyle. Oh, I got this, I got that, and whatever, and nobody really wants to put in the work for it. They don't want to
I've
have
been
the
saying-
the time to do it. Like, I want the Gucci purse and I want to be rolling around in a Mercedes truck and all the flashy stuff, right? They want it, but they're not putting in that work. There's nothing for you to wash somebody's head and put some conditioner and shampoo on it. Nothing.
Love it.
But
That's
it's an
the
extra
key.
step that they just don't want to do.
Can I
They
say
gotta
one
like
thing?
it.
I remember I went to somebody because I don't know how to do no weave and all of that stuff, right? So like the whole lace front and all that. So I went to somebody.
Say you're looking fly. Who did your hair?
Me. Thank you.
Got talent. Love it.
So
Mhm.
I went to her and she have like 3 chairs. Somebody where we either pull out your hair and wash it, somebody will braid it and then she do the sewing or whatever.
Nice.
So I went to her and somebody washed my hair. Then somebody was starting to braid it. So I said to them, I'm like, okay, you wash it, but I was giving her I was like, so you don't put like nothing on the person here or nothing like that because it is a protective style. You corner your hair underneath your weave because it's a protective style. It's
So
supposed
no aisle,
to
nothing.
help to make not even a piece of aisle, no nothing. So I said to her, so I said, you're telling me that you're about to put this wig on my head without oiling my scalp or putting any kind of conditioner or anything on my head. I said, hold up, because I made sure I walk with my stomach. I said, oh no, I said I have it in my bag. So she was like, no. I said, no, you're doing my hair. You have to be scalp and you have
Probably can't do it. She might say it's too greasy if she do it. It's slippery.
does not well
If you have a frontal, if you get those oils under the frontal, they don't stay down and they will come up. So
no, but
that
that's
doesn't. If you want to put in a frontal, she could have still put. If your customer is asking you for it, you educate them. Hey, if you do this, whatever, I will still do it for you because that's what you want. But then you tell them like, hey, it very well may cause your frontal to lift up because the oil's on your scalp. But that's the whole thing about like customer service and education that a lot of people are lacking in the service. Like, they don't have that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's nothing for her to put it on there. Let her know, put it on there, and send, because that's what your customer wants.
Exactly. Educate your customer on what you're doing because your customer does not know.
Exactly.
So if they have a question, you're supposed to be able to answer that question
and answer it in a polite way.
Right.
Don't have this.
The other thing I hear, they like to tell you put how much per track. No, I'm African. I love big. So that means I couldn't afford if it's going to be $10 per track. Because sometimes I will put more here because if one to put more here. So definitely I couldn't go to them salons that were talking about how much per track. What?
That's what you call
You come with I've done people here, and this is two big thick pack of thing, and I'm just packing. If that was how much per truck, that poor girl couldn't even afford it. You know what I mean? That's what she loves, so she wanted big, we go big. I
Yeah.
had tracks on top of tracks because you want fluffy.
And
That's
not even,
okay.
not
But
even
that
just
truck per
beauty supplies.
truck,
I mean, beauty supplies, but even like the food people, them, like you try to support the Jamaica or Caribbean restaurants.
Right.
Remember I ordered a pan of chicken. Went to go pick up the chicken, and this was for a birthday party.
yeah,
I
yeah.
And I tell
Skinny.
them, I call, I said, is it ready? Them say yes. So I said, okay, I'll be there in 5 minutes. You know, so when I reach them, sell the chicken.
So you take too long.
Thank God I'm a person that like to time out my thing and be there early. I had to sit down with them to recook a whole pan of
Oh,
chicken.
some of them go somewhere else. I'm
Then
seeing
You just
them
lose
quarter
a
for
business
$5 for
right
10
there. You
pounds. We're
just
gonna
lose a
get,
customer right
and you know
there.
much 360.
Because of greed. That's the thing, you know, we have too much greed.
Mhm.
That's the
Ah.
thing.
Too hype.
Too much
Mm.
greed.
yeah,
And
Man,
dishonesty.
So when it comes to it, then if your heart is in it and you really want to do well, then we'll see that shine and try to be supportive. But you're going to be taking the piss.
Because there
I'm
are
sorry, it is not going to
there's
work.
so
out.
many black businesses out there
I
that
like
are
more for
doing
my
well.
money, so that's why I'm not big on no brand thing. I like if I have my $100, I can say, oh my God, I got all this. Like I feel like I get a steal of a deal.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like that. That's why I can't go in there and just say one blouse for the $100 when I could have get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm sorry.
Mm-mm.
That's just me. If a little brandish come in there, no
Yeah, because a
problem.
lot of people, I've heard people saying that, oh, well, we have our prices might be this, but yet you'll go buy Gucci, you'll go buy Fendi, you'll go buy this. I'm not
Exactly.
buying that. So
Exactly.
don't say you'll
And
go
they
buy that.
treat
I'm
them
not buying
so
that.
badly. You see, the Gucci stores and the Louis Vuitton stores, they treat them so badly when they come in the
So I'm
stores.
telling you,
So I don't know why I would want to be
like you're
supporting
stealing
Because you
people's
can't
like
stuff.
afford
that.
it.
We're not
Mm.
even. First of all, they don't care about us.
None
Yep.
at all.
There's no representation in their businesses when it comes to looking at their business structure. Like there's no black people up in their executive positions. See anything like that, then don't treat me like anybody. You come in there and you're looking, everybody walking behind you because guess what, you're black.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And we're still supporting people
No,
like
because
that.
they want to say,
I
oh, well, I have enough money, so they're going to be stupid and buy up a whole bunch of stuff in these people's store, just to make it seem like,
Yeah.
well, I got it.
I
It's
like-
whatever. I'm not buying nothing
Well,
in there. You will never
I
catch
like
me
nice-
in a
I
Gucci
like
store or a
nice
Fendi
things.
store or none of them Versace, nobody, okay? You will
I
never
There was
catch
a
me.
there was a
But if I ever have a bad experience with any of them,
Yep.
just know that I will not be supporting any of them. But
Exactly.
I am making sure first I'm supporting my black businesses because I want to see our black businesses grow. Because we have a lot of black businesses out there that is doing well and that is representing for the black community. But we just have a few bad apples that really make it so hard, for people wanting to support our black people.
Right.
So, we just have to highlight those who are doing well, persons, who have the passion behind it, who have the education behind it, who
The
have the
heart
class
is in it.
behind it,
Right.
and who actually treat people good.
Right.
And not even that, that they came out with some report that, black people are the ones that keep Gucci, Fendi, Prada, all of them in business. We spend the most
That
money.
is the thing,
I
and
mean,
we are the
it's the problem.
consumers, so we
We're
can
so
take away
cold.
our buying powers from these people.
Exactly.
Don't want to say, but even though the whole Jamaica's getting Americanized.
Yeah, but that's
If
the
you see in
thing.
the music videos, them everybody grill out and remote and champagne and
Well,
bathing
see,
and it's
okay,
like it's
so
so
the grill
Americanized.
and the jewelry and all that stuff is nice, especially gold, because gold doesn't like depreciate in value. Okay, it keeps going up. But as far as like these brand names and stuff, I've always been those type of persons that would say, the clothes don't make you, you make the clothes. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you feel like you have to wear Gucci and this and that or whatever, you know what I'm saying, to look like somebody or be like somebody, I feel sorry for you. I really feel sorry because they feel like they have to wear this and they have to whatever because whoever. Well, I make them clothes. My shirt would be 50 cents. Hello, what's up? And I still look good. All
My
right.
dress
Huh?
is $10.
What?
And you still look good too.
And
I
you
just
can, I
I
love
can look like
unusual. I like it. I bought me a
$1 million anywhere I
machine.
go, and my outfit is below $50.
Hello?
it,
And saying still walk the same place and still turn
Exactly.
heads same way. So it's like
I
Right.
love unusual.
Right.
that's
Love
what it is.
unusual.
So
Mhm.
I bought me a machine, so I'm gonna sew my
But
own.
it is
I
just
need
the
some lessons.
mindset that we
Scale.
have. We have
I
the
need some sewing
mindset
lessons
of,
now.
if we're in the blingiest things, or if we are on trend, then we just say something, we they go on with things, we
but
look good.
we can still do that. We
We
can
can,
still
but then
do.
just
We
the
can
mentality
still
that they have.
black people come out with a fashion line and make
no,
with blow.
there are a lot of lines, trust. But
But we
like I
just
said,
don't know
the
about them.
pricing, well, some of them we do know. The pricing on them though is outrageous. Like
It's
I mean, be
astronomical.
real. There's a dude. He has sneakers, right? And his sneakers are cute. Right, and I'm like, man, he always come out, and people are supporting him. His sneakers are anywhere between $200 to $300, somewhere in that range, right? Black business owner. So as me and my little bit of pockets that I got, I'm not gonna go here and spend $300 on these pair of sneakers when I can go to Ross and get like a pair of sneakers for 20 or 30 bucks. Adidas.
Right.
Like, come on, like seriously. So it's not. I'm not gonna not saying that it's not his prices aren't worth it or his shoes are not worth it, but
Mhm.
reasonable it's not. It's just not reasonable for you to have
It's
your
not.
prices that high.
You know what? Yeah, it's
And
not reasonable for you, because you see, another thing to look at with black businesses, especially, we are much smaller than
right.
those bigger companies.
Okay.
So we have to factor in the amount of everything that goes into
So
it,
I went
because
online because this is what I do, right? Because
Mhm.
I legit, and I said it before, like I want to have at least 6, 7 businesses. By the time I die, I want to have them popping. You hear me?
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
when I looked at it,
Slowly
right?
put it
And
down.
I was studying different people's like different people's slogans or how did they get to be like that. So Walmart, right? Walmart back in the day came out with were buying eggs from farmers and stuff and was selling a thing, and everybody laughed at Walmart. How can you sell for so cheap and blah 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 blah, right?
I saw you.
And then look at Walmart now. Because what they did was, instead of selling the egg for, 30 cents, they sold the egg for 20 cents. You know what I'm saying? And instead of the farmer getting paid, 15 cents per egg, he starts getting paid 9 cents per egg. But the thing is that he's getting more eggs, like it's a higher quantity. So here it is. There's a product that I have. Here's a I'm not, it's not really mine, but I'm just saying, here's the thing of thread, right? So I could sell this thread and make a $2 profit off of this, right? As opposed to I sell this thread and make a $10 profit. People are going to be coming to me and buying like this, this $4 thing of thread as opposed to going and buying the same damn thread for $20. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I still make profit. It's not the whole $6 profit, but it's like, I still make profit. And the quantity will boom because people are like, hey, I can buy this. It's still a dope product. You know what I'm saying? And I will still, not spend my pockets out. A lot of black owners do not have that concept.
Just be humble with your profit margins.
It's
That's
greed.
all you need.
Yep.
Be humble.
Another avenue of that though. Do not come out here and have me supporting your business and you out there buying the white man thing.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
Generate it back in the black people them and make we keep it going. Like I can give you my dollar and then you're gonna give that dollar to the white man. I might as well go to the white man and then they buy it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like give to him.
Yep.
Like let's just all really
It's
thinking.
just a mindset thing. We need to change.
Like, it's hard. Yes, it's hard.
It don't take a whole heap of sacrifice.
Yeah.
It would have to take a lot of sacrifice. People will have to want to support their people and don't be bad mind, because we have too much bad mind people. Because at first you see somebody starts something and they're doing well at it. The next thing they do, then probably start growing and say, oh, like say for instance the person is selling have a restaurant and the restaurant start booming. They say that the restaurant start booming, this person up in another restaurant. One bad man person, we go around and say, oh, so me see cockroach in the food and all of them something there.
Right.
Right. Things like that. Simple things will bring us down.
And that's one thing that I like about my dad. My dad started this website. I support West Palm Beach, right?
Uh-huh.
It was just going to all, like, he went to most black businesses. He got like their flyer and he just promoted it. You understand? So it was just all black owned businesses. If you wanted to find anything that had to do with anything, he will help you promote that kind of stuff. And I think that's why I kind of have the mentality that I have, like, why I want to, support black businesses. And so, just, we just need to support each other.
Support, because you see, the only way that we can match up to these people, the only way we can get over this, we can really say Black lives really matter, if we can match up to these people, find it economically. Because if we can't match up to them, we don't have no talk. We don't have no talk, because again, money make all the talk.
And that's what they're
saying. Don't have money. They say if you don't have money, it don't make sense, and that's true.
That's what they're scared of, because they know that if we ever come together, they're done. Because
there's so much segregation within the black community.
Exactly.
They want it. They want all of that, because guess what? If we ever wise up and start doing things like this, it's done for them. Done for them.
It's gonna happen. Have faith. It's gonna happen.
I don't know, because I want to have faith. There will be change, but not. I don't know if there will be a significant change, but there will be some changes.
Let's grow up our kids. Be like the Jewish. The Jewish keep it in them family, right?
But we're not doing that as black people, because building our own schools, our own credit unions, where we can supply these people with, loans for their businesses and all of these things. We just need that.
So hey guys, I have candles that I bought from Miss Monique. You want to tell them about your candles?
So these are hand poured soy candles, premium quality candles. This one is Serendipity, and the name of my business is Zenmo Candles. So you can just contact me on Instagram at Zenmo Essentials, and we can go from there with your order. So these are candles. And
great. I like these candles.
This one is 8 ounce, 8.5 fluid ounce. So yeah.
My favorite is number 9. Okay, guys? I don't know number 9.
Yeah, my favorite is number 7.
Okay, I like it. It smells really good, guys. So, and also,
you need to be buying the candle, okay? Because it's quarantine. You ain't got nowhere else to go,
sweep up the house.
You know what I'm saying? So you make it like a nice little romantic night, or if you just want to get away from your kids for 2 seconds, take a nice hot bath. Put your candles on the tub, Y'all want to get spicy. You want to have a quarantine baby. Light a candle, do something. But most definitely support a black business owner, all right? And buy some candles. You could do that.
I need me a number 7 and a number 9.
I like 7s and 9s,
I like 7s and 9s too.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's what it's all about, really, is just supporting black business and the whole black business movement. And so the takeaway for tonight is that, we all think that black business owners should be supported. We just have to be a little bit more mindful as black business owners, how we are treating our customers and how we talk to them. But most definitely, what they say, I'm supporting everybody black. Hello. Okay. So we like to thank you guys for checking us out. Tune in next week, Thursday at 9. Leave a comment, like, and subscribe. And make sure you follow us on Instagram at The Open Talk Show. Okay? Good night.
Bye.